play first.
Welcome to week 1 of the NFL preseason, where the rookies of today hope to become the stars of tomorrow.
I'm in Philly.
It's the Jets and the Eagles, and it's coming right up on Madden NFL 23.
Love the presentation, though. I like when you score the touchdown and brings up the name and everything.
Just north of the Delaware Expressway and east of Broad Street, we find ourselves at Lincoln Financial Field in South Philly. Tonight, it's a preseason matchup between the New York Jets and the Philadelphia Eagles.
A lot of Papa Roach scars when you played in year 1.
Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and we finally made it, partner, through the winter, through the spring, now into the summer, and football finally back.
And during that time off, we all cherish our vacation time. But admit it, you're the same as me. When you were working out, when you were doing things, you thought about football, didn't you? And you couldn't wait to be back up here again.
CJ Uzomah, tight end.
Zerline now. He'll handle the honors to get us started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that
will be
a touchback. Now, for the first time, we get to see this Philadelphia offense led out by their dual-threat quarterback, now in his 3rd season, Jalen Hurts.
Jalen Hurts got the green light as a starter from the Philly organization and took really good steps as the next in line of mobile quarterbacks in the city, following names like Michael Vick, Donovan McNabb, and Randall Cunningham. He led the team in all quarterbacks in the NFL in rushing, and he took Philadelphia to the postseason while throwing for over 3,000 yards.
A whopping 6 plays in it.
Hurts throwing right away.
He's
got his target. That's Zach Pascal. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards on the gain. A great start for this offense.
Well, they obviously read man coverage their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender.
He
made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield. Then he curls back inside for the completion.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Miles Sanders, first carry of the game. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
2nd down, back to Sanders. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this 3rd down. Throwing is Hurts. And that's complete to Sanders. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Call it a gain of 5 as they move the sticks.
Every team
that's how you use your safety valve, CD. He didn't appear to be the intended target, but they got it to him, and he was able to get just enough to pick up the 1st.
And what a great example of where we are right now in the
NFL. I don't mind calling for this play action. I get sucked in.
You got to catch it out of the backfield as well. Those combo guys, they're the ones everyone wants on their team.
He got 29 yards that time.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. On 1st down, Hurts. Fires the quick slant. A.J. Brown's got it.
Right there.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical. They've been crisp. And as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
I love those corners who can not only cover, but don't mind getting a little physical as well. How about the coverage on that play, knocking that pass away?
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Hurts a handoff to Sanders. And a nice pick up there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, and now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Oh, they were so close. That close to their first points of the game. Just needed to hang on just a second longer. But he couldn't complete the process of the catch through the jostling from the defender.
The kick by Elliott is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. Fields it right around the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. We'll get our first look at this New York Jets offense. Really retooled the last couple of seasons. And at the helm under center, 2nd overall pick from 2021 out of BYU, Zach Wilson.
It's an educational rookie season for Zach Wilson, who was drafted to be the eventual face of the Jets as the team worked through a lengthy rebuild. 2,300 yards and 9 touchdowns as a rookie. He did miss some time mid-season with an injury, but I really like the work that the Jets have done to put people around him and give him his best opportunity to be not only the face of this franchise, but get him back into perennial playoff contention.
And that closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17. Give the tackle to Hassan Reddick. Charles, we get a look at the draft class here for this team. What do you think?
Well, I think for the most part, I do like what they did because, to me, they got some solid players in the early rounds. And then if I'm correct in my evaluation, they got some great value in the later rounds as well.
On 2nd and 9, Wilson. He gets it underneath to Hall. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And that sets up 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. 3rd and 2, now Wilson. He finds Corey Davis. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Wilson on the hook up to Davis. 1st down, Jets. When you give up points on the opening drive, in this case a field goal, you'd hate to go 3 and out. They avoid that.
They do, and it's also walking that fine line mentally, too, as a coach, isn't it? Because you want to emphasize to your team exactly what you said. All right, we gave up a field goal. Let's go back and at least equal that, guys. But if we don't, you don't want them to feel like it's the end of the world either. Nice that they were able to pick up the 1st down there, help them relax a little bit.
On the gain of 3 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall, let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
You couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. Guess what? We're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. Open man is Uzama. Well, this is going to depend on his spot. It's not very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Still leaves them with 4th and short. Any chance you go for it?
It's definitely in the back of my mind. In fact, I've discussed it with my staff all week long, different situations that I may want to go for it. Where's the ball in the field? Do I have confidence in my trigger guy? What am I going to do? I'm also talking about my analytics department. What are the odds? If I don't get it, what's it going to do to me the rest of the game? Personally, I end up taking all that, putting it in my head, and making a decision. And you know me, I'm probably going to go for it.
Wow, you want to make an opening drive statement.
Yes, I do. Once I have the ball and I've got it on the move, I don't want to just give up that easily.
They go play action with Wilson. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Josh Sweat rushing in and bringing him down to the ground. So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
As we check the next-gen stats, you'll see he had precious little time to do anything with the football.
That's a good bounce-back play right there after taking a sack on first down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. Through the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4.
Here we go. Pretty good.
Play action. It's Wilson. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. And that'll be incomplete.
Like the early break up.
Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
That's absolutely going to fire this defense up. They made it their mission to deny that completion, and they came through with a nice hit and knocked it incomplete.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions. Have them looking at 3rd and 10. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And they're going to mark him down short. Maybe by about a yard, if that.
Good Sam. Oh, yeah. Probably couldn't hurt to keep both of them.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Yeah, you probably, if you get a 3rd for
The Jets with the football here to start the 2nd quarter, as they've got it with 4th down and 1. And the first play will be a field goal try. Kicking into a headwind here in the 2nd quarter. Zerline's kick is up and through. And that will tie us at 3-3. So matching field goals on our
like how it
2
was.
drives. Yeah, it feels like 2 boxers feeling each other out here in the early going of the game, right? Exchanging some jabs, but none of the heavy stuff just yet.
I know nothing about it, honestly. First quarter's in the books, 3-3. Or now Joe Flacco comes in the game. Yeah. The click commanders. No, you didn't. That would have been great. Big old commandos. That's good. Crucial. Young, dumb, and full of fun. I like the black ones. I don't like those fucking white ones with the shoulder things. They're stripping sports teams' names after all this fucking years. You gotta be shitting me. Right? They're out of their mind. Like, that's the biggest issue in the fucking world. It's women. Fucking soy boy. That should be on a bumper sticker. Oh, hell yeah. I was looking forward to this. Are all the big dogs coming? He's gonna be a monster. He's gonna be in the record books. I think that was a good pick for you, honestly. I think they got some positions that you like. Oh, hell yeah. He's still young enough. He's still young enough, though, that you can build him up. Mm-hmm. Yeah, they're pretty sick. I like the W in the front and the numbers. That's dope. All these fucking... all these fucking soy boys out there. And you can get caught up in the wash real easy. No, you'll get wiped out. Guaranteed. Year 3 of the league is I'll figure this shit out eventually.
Each team with a possession,
there was more change, I feel like, this year.
And a couple yards deep, he'll go to a knee. He won't return it. And they'll take it out to the 25.
He
So back on the field, here come the
popped
Eagles
back
for
up
their
like
second
fucking
drive.
Dak on the dance.
And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it?
Carson
Because you're exactly right.
Yeah, I don't know that if he would have threw that.
6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league,
oh, Minshew with the cross body.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Certainly no settling into the drive.
And that one to lead off in spite.
Attack the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
They run with a man from La Tech. It's Boston Scott. Able to break through that initial contact and winds up getting about 3 there. It's second down. Scott with it again on. And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go. Minshew sets to throw.
Oh, he threw out. Nice job, D.
As he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Solomon
like
Thomas.
So far out of this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
Here's Aaron Sipos out now to punt on 4th down. The Jets have Braxton Berrios back deep.
24-year-old pro Joe Flacco enters the game for the first time.
They say just outside the 20-yard line.
Drinking my Dr. Pepper
Back on
cherry
the field
with my
come the
fucking
New York Jets for their second drive.
pinky in the air.
Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better.
Jalen Hurts has 69 awareness.
How much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who
Not
can
that
nail it from long distance?
Super.
Now, the hard
That's
part
pretty low.
as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it. And he goes out and gets the job done for them.
That
he'll just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef.
2 shotgun formation, 2 back.
If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result. Negative yardage. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Flacco looking for his first toss. Coleman has it here right side. Gets it up around the 22, but no further. Did finish the fancy footwork, but not much to show for it. That's a defense.
That was a dime. Right over that dude's shoulder.
In front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
I would say don't try to roll out too much.
Flacco.
I just got sack, strip, fumble, touchdown. Flacco just got dick. That's what we can't afford. All Madden is fucking giving up touchdowns for their
coordinator. I think here they bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right?
Yeah, you do.
Look at that. Even on that throw, there was 2 guys humming after him.
And you can bet they're bridging 2 hands on the ball here as the kicks away.
They got a juice.
Taking in at the 3.
No, hell no. I think they just made all Madden like it used to be back in the fucking days. Like the fucking hardest shit of all time.
This offense back out and set to go for their next drive.
They used to run to go to the locker room and fucking score
the Jets now
from like 80 yards.
At their own 23. They'll try and start this drive in the air.
You got to catch the ball, Conklin. That's right on your
That's
ass.
a nice job there because you got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties. And he's able to knock that one away.
They'll try the left side recover. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. They went with a run-pass option, and I don't know if the option really mattered there because the defense was ready.
so many times you put the defense
as soon as my backups come in on this game, I turn to shit.
But when they read their keys and play correctly, sometimes the result goes in their favor.
Operating off play action. Flacco going deep downfield for Ross. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. On is the punter man as he boots this one away. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Eagles will have it, taking over a 1st and 10. Here comes Eagle offense now as they get set to take over here. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts. 1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. They throw right away, and that's complete.
Nice drive. What a drive to start.
And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7. That's a staple of this offense.
The confidence going
in. He's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
From the 35 on 2nd down, Minshew. He's got a man, complete.
Wow, they just hit me with a fucking Minshew is ripping my ass.
Jalen Reagor, 65 yards. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
The biggest dot down the side.
Correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a
stride to Reagor.
Wasn't it? No, there's nothing to correct at all.
Fucking long touchdown. I don't know what I even call it.
When I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way to the end zone for the touchdown.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Braxton Berrios selected to bring it out. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Jets offense now works their way back onto the field.
Oh.
It's been very much a slow start for them.
Sprung.
3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And he'll get this back down to about the 12-yard line. Take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them, and they took advantage of it there. Got a nice interception and set up their offense in great shape.
And he's brought down. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball across the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
Scott. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Definitely an important sequence here for this defense. They've had their share of struggles in this first half. They just cannot afford to give up another touchdown here.
They'll try again. And good work there defensively as they're able to keep him out of the end zone. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
This has not been a fun sequence for him at all. 1st and goal, no gain. 2nd and goal, he ends up losing yardage. He may be trying to talk him into getting the ball 3rd time, but I think it's going to be difficult for him to win that battle.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Minshew's going to keep it. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. The keeper nets him only a yard, and that's going to bring up fourth. Defense didn't budge on third down. Now what are we going to see on fourth?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what?
Oh,
right?
Yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. And I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
Oh, user work.
Intercepted. Picked off
by Osawa.
And the Jets are going to get the ball back on the turnover. They hold on 4th and goal. Oh, they were so close to the goal line, Charles.
I should have never ran out of the end zone.
We'll go for it, but the decision to pass winds up being a bad one with that interception.
Well, I think you said it really well. They may have just figured we're this close, we may as well go for it, or they had a plan right from the beginning coming into this game to be aggressive. In any event, it didn't work out for them.
They'll start on the ground, Carter. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Still 9 remaining on 2nd down. Now Flacco. He'll get this into the hands of Braxton Berrios. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. That's going to bring up 3rd and 2. Operating out of the gun. Flacco.
Fucking hate Flacco. Sucks. What a fucking joke.
He'll return it to the 24-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Rodgers. And down inside the 15 he goes. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end. What he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Looking to throw it. Minshew. And he slides and covers up at the end. He's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. In their mind, certainly a field goal try would be a letdown. They have the great starting field position. Now facing 3rd down. Here's Minshew. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss it? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they have the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, you know, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. Out is their quarterback with this offense to take over once more. And he's had his struggles here early with a couple of interceptions as he'll try to refocus with a 1st and 10 to start this drive.
Joe. In there and deliver a fucking straight leg.
Here's Flacco. That's complete to John Ross. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. First and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle. Looking for Ross again. He finds him again. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
We don't have a gun bunch. That's the worst thing I've ever seen.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10. Here's Flacco. And he completes it to Barrios. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. From the 32 now, here's first and 10. Flacco will take to the air again. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'm guaranteed he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
To throw on second and 10. Flacco. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from home.
Ends up not getting free.
They haven't been able to stop them so far this series, but getting a nice little stand from their defense now.
Zerline's kick is up and through, and that will close the gap down to 14. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. So time perhaps for one final kneel down before they take this lead to the locker room. And with time running down, they go down to a knee. So we have reached halftime in our first preseason matchup of the year. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thank you very much. Back to you guys in just a minute as we've started the countdown to opening night. Remember, the preseason has shrunk from 4 games down to 3. So just 2 more weeks of preseason action follow this, and then we get it all started on the first Thursday after Labor Day. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, we check out their numbers on the ground as they'll try to keep the momentum going into the second half. Most of the starters are likely done. These coaching staffs getting ready to evaluate the youngsters in the second half. And to call the remainder of this preseason opener,
dude, this happens to me almost every time where they don't let me pick the offensive focus after halftime. It's stuck. Shit pisses me off. I'm losing 20-6 and they're automatically going to choose run inside or something stupid.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Joe Flacco had a atrocious fucking showing. I'm bringing Jake Fromm. Oh, what the fuck, bro? What in the Burberry fucking... God, the Burberry Bakers. Crumbled. I'm the fireman. Fireman. Down 20-6, and they bring in the 59 overall.
Many starters in the second half as we get back at it underway in this preseason opener. Barrio is going to bring this out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. And the Jets head out on offense here to start this third quarter. Now, they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
It's a run by Coleman to start the third quarter. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be second down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
And he's going to be taken down right at the line. So back to back plays, each get nothing. Third down and 6 to go. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing is from. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted.
Picked off.
And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
Throwing picks galore with these backups.
I think they looked at the scoreboard.
Any pressure they get,
you
can't even touch the lead.
Right. Instead, an interception happened, so a 2-possession game might become 3. So as we get going here in the second half, this could rapidly reach the point where there isn't enough time left for a comeback if their defense doesn't bail them out.
Meanwhile, Gardner Minshew, the Hall of Famer, preseason Hall of Famer. Kellen Mond and my Raiders on ripped me, dude. He had a ridiculous stat line. These guys don't miss passes.
Now Scott gets by him at the 25. Patrick Onwuasor up to make the tackle.
Well, they won't bump that to his resume reel, but that might be one of the best 1-yard runs I've seen.
On 2nd and 9, Minshew. He'll get this to Ward. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. And they'll give to Scott here on the option. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They go again with Scott. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And they'll give to Scott here on the option. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. On the carry, this is Scott.
Yep.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. Now Minshew. And this is caught. Touchdown. Quills Watkins from 4 yards out. And the Eagles take a 3-touchdown lead. Elliott good on the extra point. And the lead down to 3 touchdowns at 21. So that drive goes 8 plays. And it was capped off by an Eagles touchdown.
2 kick return lefts and 1 right, no middle.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Makes a lot of fucking sense.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And New York set to take the field. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
They'll throw on 1st down with Crum. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And while all of that was going on, we have an injured player out there in need of some attention. Well, you hate to see this before the regular season even begins. We'll take a break and come back. More preseason action in a moment. So they keep the football, but now face 2nd and long. From the gun, it's From. Over the middle, he gets it to Berrios. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
Even against double coverage, he found enough of an opening for a noticeable gain. 2 guys on him, yet he finds a way to uncover downfield for the completion.
From. Open man is Denzel Mims. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It's a gain of 26 as they pick up the 1st down of the process. Running left, Coleman on the toss. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. The tackle by Nakobe Dean. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Getting this quickly to Berrios. So the completion gets him just a yard. That brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards. They let go to him on the side. Catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Got a man. It's Mims. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 22-yard line. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdown to this point. And what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue. Not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off. But a nice game there for a first down.
On 2nd and 9 from on the screen, this is Coleman. And he is going to lose yardage here. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13.
Brandon, we can see that play developing. They were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. A pretty nice example there. They're going to be able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
Zerline's kick is up and through, and the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. So his 3rd field goal of the ball game brings him a bit closer, but there's no question they need to start turning some of these 3s into 6s.
And 7s and probably even 8s. You know, as a kicker, you just head out when you're called upon, so he's done his job. It's the rest of the offense that needs to get it in gear if they want to close this gap.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. Now they've got the lead here getting late into the third quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
And Minshew with nowhere to go, and they take him to the ground. Wreaking havoc was Nathan Shepard, the D tackle. And they weren't in zone coverage, they were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
If I throw that same route, they'll jump that fucking out of nowhere.
First down. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll run with Scott. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Golden Corral.
And they'll give to Scott here on the option.
Boston Scott's the fastest guy through the hole
just
I've
shy
ever
of
seen.
midfield. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to second and 4. And I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this fourth quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game,
from Notre
plenty
Dame.
time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off the game.
The Eagles on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Here's Scott. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. On 1st down. It's Scott, and they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Next, fuck it.
And he gets this inside the 35.
Design quarterback draw to mention.
The decision to keep it turns out to be a good one. 11 yards in the first down.
So finally, at this stage of the game, he lets his legs
Takes
carry
a hit
for
stick,
a big-time first down. But I think this is all set up by his eyes throughout the game. He's been taking it all in as he's watched this thing unfold. And finally, the eyes carried the legs and took him downfield.
You're right. His longest run of the game waited until the fourth quarter, and maybe that lulled the defense to sleep a little bit. It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's 2nd down. Up the middle they go. Scott down right around the 25. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3.
See his ass right there? You get after it on time.
And they'll give to Scott here on the option. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. 50 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 16 times.
They have chew clock on them. They've had the ball the whole fourth quarter. Barely getting first in.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That's complete to Ward. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
Many teams, as soon as they spot man defense, if they haven't called a hitch, they'll get to it as fast as they can. They want to put the ball in the hands of one of their best playmakers and hope that he can break a tackle on the outside and go for big yardage.
And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. The Jets will bring in a nickel set here as they try to stop this 3rd down. Minshew sets to throw. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the
nice
22.
Game. On a swar.
And right out of the 2-minute break. We'll get a timeout used defensively with a minute 56
to go. Had a user alert pick with him in the end zone. That's sad.
So on comes the Eagle kicker, Jake Elliott, on 4th down.
Got to change the number, though.
It's a
13.
39-yard attempt, right hash. The kick by Elliott is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Good guy to have.
In the process of that kick return, it appears we had an injury. Well, injury's never good, especially here in the preseason. Yeah. Hopefully nothing serious. They'll take a look at him, and we'll step aside for
Corral would be
Jets
tough for him
offense
to do
coming up now to start their next drive. And certainly this, not the performance that they were hoping for to begin the exhibition season, but still plenty to watch for in this fourth quarter. 7 yards there on the first down screen play. Throwing again on second down. White. Got a man open. It's K.J. Hill. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Now White with a first down throw. That's caught by his tight end, Trevon Wesco.
Pretty much.
He gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
Big Grom didn't look bad. Mike White's coming in slinging. Like a 56.
To throw again on second down. White looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Johnson. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now White. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
That is caught by Mims.
Nice catch, Denzel.
Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. White looks to throw.
Mike White engineered a late touchdown drive, first of the game.
A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Jets are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Yeah, he's good.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And he is not going to get in here. So the decision to go for 2 does not pay off as they're unable to cut any further into their deficit.
Well, partner, since this new 2-point rule came into play, offenses spend a lot more time working on it. That means the defenses are doing the exact same thing.
My shit's like right on yours.
So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but
More
they'll
than
try the
normal.
onside kick. And the Eagles are going to recover. And that might be enough to put a bow on this one.
We lost 30 to 15. It was a tough
miracle. They
struggle.
had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that
What
one,
throw and
their
catch.
chances of getting that done,
Hell of a throw.
slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think
Ball
we're down
game.
to
The
9.
Jets take a L.
So it's the Eagles who get the win here. And it was all thanks to the play of their veteran quarterback.
Yeah, he really had his A game.
All
tonight.
85
He threw a
across
couple
the
touchdown
board.
passes, and he was instrumental in earning this victory.
All the quarterbacks played decent, minus Flacco. That dude's got some juice. I can't run the ball in this game. Nobody averaged over 2.5. Player upgrades, I'll always get your fucking dick wet. Oh yeah. You gotta bring the gang. Especially with that X, tapping X thing now, they'll fucking punch one out at the last second and just stiff arm your ass. +1 speed for my corner. This dude's got 97 speed now. Gidgery. I have to make sure he's at least in dime. I'm gonna play one more, and then if you want to play the third one, I'll play one when I get up. But I'm gonna have to tap out after that next one. My Chris Benoit's fucking family. I like him. I like him a lot. Got a little stable. Our line looks like they're playing well.